We're back today with the very special pediatrician, Cara Natterson, and we are at Focus TV Network in West Hollywood, and we're actually going to talk about something that no one wants to talk about, porn. Porn and your kids, and it's super, super important. So we're here with Cara to help break this down for us. Cara, why is it so scary for our kids to see porn today? What is it that they're seeing that's so detrimental?
That is the most important question, is what is the difference between porn today and the porn that existed in print magazines when we were growing up? And the answer is violence and aggression. That's the biggest difference. So when kids stumble upon porn online, and my belief is that the younger kids who are going online finding porn are finding it quite accidentally. They're Google image searching their question about their body, and they're winding up on porn sites. When they stumble across it, they are seeing not just images of naked humans, they are seeing images of often very aggressive and demeaning sexual acts, usually demeaning to women.
So let's say an 11-year-old boy goes on and Googles like nude women.
Yes.
It's going to then take them to a violent site with violent porn?
It can quite easily. You know, I mean, each search is slightly different, and it changes day to day. And it's not even about Googling anymore. I mean, if your child has Snapchat, just take a look. Open the app tonight and take a look at the homepage of Snapchat and scroll down to the ads. And take a look at what you see on that ad. It's sort of a series of images of largely very graphic images, many of which are softcore porn, essentially.
Wow.
I mean, it's coming at our kids from, they don't have to actively seek it out, right? And it doesn't mean that they turn on the computer and they find porn. There are lots of wonderful things about the internet, and there are lots of great resources. But very unfortunately, when kids do look up certain terms, when they're looking up information about their body, when they have questions about sex, often the search engine optimization is optimized to draw to porn sites.
And what is it then doing to their relationships and their lives?
Well, that's just it. There is some data on this, although it's early data, and I think that data will be evolving. But it looks like it's nothing good, frankly. I mean, at the very least, it's modeling behavior that we don't wish for our children.
Sure.
Sex is not bad. Whenever I teach in classrooms, I always say I won't teach about sex and drugs in the same class because sex isn't bad.
Right.
Right?
Right,
So,
absolutely.
but sex that we see on porn sites that are, for lack of a better word, misogynistic, right? That classic feminist word. That sex is bad. That's not the sex you want for your child.
No,
that's not the sex I want for my child. So if that's the modeling they have, and that's the first introduction. In fact, many, many kids are seeing those sexual images years before they become sexually active themselves. That's what they think sex is. That makes me sad.
So they think that's the norm, rather than having intimacy and
or they
love,
think that's the goal.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Oh my
right?
gosh.
So if we stop and think about it that way, what can we do about it? Well, we can teach our kids, we can talk to them, we can tell them what they're going to find, and we can tell them that there are resources that are not porn sites where they can get tons of information. And the first resource is us. Right.
And what's the right age? I think that's what we all deal with as parents is, okay, do I talk to my 10-year-old or my 15-year-old? When do you open the conversation?
And yes, I mean, as a pediatrician, I will tell you there is never an age when it's too young to have open conversations with your kid. The question is not, are you talking to your kid? The question is, how much are you sharing? And you have to gauge that based upon your own personal history and your own temperament, and then your child's temperament. But I really do believe that education is empowerment. So understanding, especially in today's culture, understanding what is and isn't okay in terms of touching someone else's body, or power dynamics that involve sort of sexual aggression. You got to have those conversations in grade school.
Absolutely.
You cannot not have those conversations.
Yes, they need to have
school.
That conversation before middle school, 1,000%. Yes.
That's right. That's right. Interestingly enough, kids are not having sex sooner as a result of all of this, right? So that might be a silver lining. The problem is I don't know what kind of sex they're having when they finally have it. So let's take over the education of our children by having conversations with them.
100%. So ladies, go out tonight, have a conversation with your kids and just start the dialogue, because I think we're all so scared to do it. And I think, Cara, you are 100% right. This is the way to start at the dinner table. Take your daughter out, take your son out for an ice cream, and start the conversation.
Have the conversation in a car when you don't have to look at each other in the eye.
Yes.
Do it at night when the lights are out. Anytime, any place that your child can get comfort, you'll know when you've gone too far. You know when the conversation's over.
100%. I love that. Thank you so much for being with us again today. It's such a great conversation to have. And thank you, Focus Magazine, for letting us use this amazing studio. And we will see you next time with Cara, and we're going to talk about sexting and your kids.